don't need shit in my head. I'm Starborn. Well, I don't need to be Starborn, but I'm one with the stars.
Please stand back. This unit is...
Are you sure you're okay? You left pretty fast.
I'm fine. I really thought that formula would be the one, and it blew.
Double check those measurements are right. Anesthesia always makes me nervous.
Quit worrying. I've already checked them 4 times.
I am not permitted to perform medical practices without human oversight.
It's good to see you again.
Hi.
Ah, here's my lucky candidate. I hope you're ready to embark on one amazing journey.
No, I'm really not. I actually don't have a choice.
Hey, we may not like the options, but we all have choices. Now, just a few details before we begin. Obviously, we'll be putting you under. I'll be making a small incision in the back of your skull where the internal neuroamp will be fitted. The whole procedure should only take 3 to 4 hours with little to no downtime afterwards, provided DeMarcus got everything entered correctly.
Did I not just say I quadruple-checked the numbers?
You know I'm just giving you a hard time. Besides, I've got to make sure my patient is reassured.
So what risks are involved here?
There's little to no risk, assuming your brain is typical and you don't have any adverse reaction to the anesthesia. First sign of trouble, we back out and start evaluating other candidates.
Alright, let's just get this over with. We got a corporation to take down. Just
Fine, I get it. Now, just lie down on the table once you're ready, and we should be good to go.
sure. Okay, fine. I don't wanna.
All right, let's get this party started. Well, look who's finally up. The operation was a success, obviously. Once you're able to refocus, let me know how you're doing.
I'm alive. Yeah? I'm good.
You appear...
So, how are you feeling? You look good?
Moderate.
I feel fine. Everything seems to be the same.
That's exactly what we want.
Huh?
Just a couple quick notes before using the internal neuroamp. First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation.
Oh? How long?
Let's just say it varies based on the user. Some people have greater mental capabilities than others, which would increase the duration.
Huh. Understood.
Great. Now let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has graciously volunteered for science, he says.
Science. Alright, let's see what this internal neuroamp can do.
That's the spirit. DeMarcus loves being hands-on and experiencing things on his own. It's probably why he's the second most published scientist here, after me. Just head up the stairs nearby to the observation deck.
Yes, ma'am.
Damn. Where the hell did I put that torch?
Manipulation. Open your... Well. Open the door. Oh.
Probability involved in calculating.
Well, let me in.
Yeah, well, don't let it slip to DeMarcus that she lectured you. He'll give you a 3-hour lecture of his own about why he...
Are you gonna let me in? Oh. What the fuck? Open up.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just got a 3-hour quantum physics lecture from Dina. That's
You got me with one of those.
Ta-da!
What was it this
Figure
time?
that mechanic out.
Wormholes?
the probability involved in calculating the interactions between certain
So you just
universes
stare at me now, or
in the
what?
multiverse. I only understood about half of it. Made me happy I became an engineer.
Oh my god,
instead
that
of
was
a physicist.
incredible. What was it like?
Yeah, well, don't let it slip to DeMarcus that
How
she
to describe
lectured
it?
you.
1 minute I
He'll
was
give you a
excited
3-hour
about seeing
lecture of
how
his
the
own
experiment
about why
would
he
go.
disagrees with her
The
theory.
next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought. It felt eerily natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
Nice.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it!
I'm glad to
I
hear.
can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself under constant surveillance now. I'm curious if any other side effects may manifest.
I sure as shit hope not. Not that I really care, but
So, tell me all about it. How did it feel? Any side effects?
it didn't feel like anything.
Yes. Good. Hear that, DeMarcus? That's 2 for 2 now.
I heard. It really was fascinating how all I experienced was a moment of disorientation. It's truly remarkable tech.
You didn't feel violated at all?
Not at all. But I can imagine if I experienced disorientation like that, but regained my awareness in another room, it could be a bit jarring. We'll definitely be running some more tests in the future, though. So many situations to account for.
Yeah, like what if I used it to make you kill someone?
Those are the kind of edge cases that I let the board work out. Obviously, tech like this is going to come with its fair share of red tape.
I agree. But I'd never be comfortable as someone's puppet.
Maybe that's the beauty of it. You'd never know.
I'd never know.
The NeuroAmp isn't total control. If a subject's morals or beliefs in something are strong enough, we still see points of failure. That being said, it's been interesting to discover the actions our subjects sanction in their own minds.
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details and potential of this amazing piece of technology I created, Masako wants to see you. It sounds like you have an assignment to complete, and DeMarcus and I have a lot of notes to record.
I can't believe Vina finally pulled it off.
Yeah, okay, I'll go.
I will not tolerate the theft of any nearby objects.
So serious. Okay. Executive offices. I hate talking to all the higher ups. Send me on. I miss just being on a mission, you know? Listen.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
If anyone dies, I hope it's you. You fucking annoy me. You must get paid quite a lot to just like snarl at everyone that walks past you. This guy's cool.
CEO is no joke in the boardroom.
Keep out of my way.
Good, you're here.
Hi.
I wasn't sure how accurate Vina's promise of no downtime was going to be.
Let's just hope her promise of no brain damage holds true as well.
Now that you've been outfitted with the Internal Neuroamp, it's time to put that tech to work. We're sending you into Infinity Ltd. Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly why you don't steal from Ryujin Industries.
All I need are the details.
All right. Yuko has provided a layout of Infinity Ltd. You have two options for this assignment. We'll be providing you with the means for both. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you.
Will I really be attending this meeting?
Of course not. The meeting is just a legitimate way in. Once inside, you'll be led to a waiting room where your host will be running late. That's your opportunity to make your way to either the executive floor or R&D.
And what is the benefits of just sneaking in as opposed to being someone else?
Option A, you need to remain under the radar the entire time. Option B, you have a slight cover that may give you the opportunity to talk your way to your objectives.
Alright, option B it sounds. I'd love to give them some of that dead charisma, you know what I'm talking about?
Just hope those acting skills don't get you caught or killed.
Nah, they couldn't kill me if they tried.
Depending on your preference, you'll either find yourself in the maintenance hallway or the marketing department. From there, you have 3 targets. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. Second is Faye Sengsavan's computer, in research and development. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are working on, also in R&D.
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse. So I hope you're prepared for an adventure.
You know me. Not a problem. I can handle it.
That's what we're counting on. Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Faye's computers. I'll let her explain the details.
You see, once we expose Infinity Ltd, all of their data is going to come under intense scrutiny. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials, but Project Dominion needs to remain confidential. I've created an overseer program that will gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time delete anything relating to Ryujin and the Internal Neuroamp.
What about the people that know about it, like Lucas himself?
Anyone who comes forward to defend Lucas would be prosecuted as either aiding or being an accessory to these crimes. They all know career suicide when they see it. As for Lucas
why are you
himself,
talking like that?
If he wants to speak up and add corporate theft to his laundry list of crimes, fine. But who's going to believe him?
That's a good
We
point.
don't want to mess on this one. A body count will only distract from what we're trying to accomplish here.
Right.
Simon Rychek provided some useful info on how to evacuate civilians from the building. I'm sure you remember him from Sidonia.
How could I forget?
Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only a matter of time before pressure gauges go unchecked and they have a massive issue on their hands. Once that pressure becomes too much, every floor in the building is going to suffer from gas leaks, setting off an automated alarm to evacuate the building. Simon was able to get a passcode for you to access their system's computer, so you can force the heating system to fail.
Wow. Less people in the building, the better.
My thoughts exactly. We're also issuing you an operative suit. It should help reduce their ability to detect you.
Oh wow, a
These
suit?
suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks, but we want to reduce as much risk as possible.
Suit or no suit, they'll never know I was there.
And that's what we're hoping for. If you can pull this off, even I'll be impressed.
Once you've run the Overseer program and obtained the prototype, your final step is to deliver the slate to David Barron at the SSNN field office. If he asks questions, feel free to give him just enough information to pique his interest, but no mention of Ryujin or who you are. SSNN is used to anonymous tips. They'll do whatever verifications they deem necessary on their own to confirm the story.
I'll make sure that he gets the slate.
Good. I guarantee the moment he scratches the surface on that story, you'll have a broadcast sent to every system. So, any final questions before you go?
Any idea how freely I can move once I get inside?
You'll be restricted to the marketing floor. An appointment is not a free pass.
That's fair. Alright, I'm ready to go.
Good luck, and be sure to report directly back to me when you return.
Of course.
Here's Simon's passcode, your operative suit, the Overseer program, and your cover identity. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access, so that's your ticket in, either way. Don't screw this up. Skylar Lumen?
Skylar. Skylar Lumen. Now that's badass. I ain't even going to lie. I look badass. What else did you give me? You gave me sort, weight. I look badass.
Don't cause any trouble.
Shut up, I'm an operative now. Or I look like one. I'm not officially an operative. Hey, Dalton.
You have the program.
Of course. Hope you know what you're doing. Ularu's work has evaded you before.
It's one thing to hide your work in a network with thousands of employees, not to mention access to a top-secret project that can let you control said employees.
Yep.
It's another to try and hide on a single slate. So, let's take a look.
So will I not be like very
Aha. The decryption's hit a snag. There's definitely something here.
You never thought that maybe...
This is exactly what we needed. According to this code, Ularu intended to plant false evidence that would show Masako was working with Lucas. The moment you launched the Overseer program, a series of fabricated communication files would have been uploaded to the Infinity Ltd network. One of them even frames Masako for encouraging Lucas to push for early human trials. I'm going to copy the necessary files off this slate and issue you a new one. I want to keep this one intact, so Ularu can't dispute it.
Fair enough. Will this look really suspicious when I walk in dressed like that?
Now, we finally have the evidence we need to prove Ularu's guilt.
I like the back of your head, bruh. Huh. One down, one to go. Time to pay Infinity Ltd a visit.
Yes. I'm looking forward to putting this all behind us.
Speaking of behind things,
Without that falsified evidence, Ularu is in for a big surprise. I fully expect she'll be eagerly awaiting SSNN's broadcast, anticipating Masako to be accused alongside Lucas Drexler. Here's the new slate with the revised Overseer program. Let's get this assignment finished the right way.
here's hoping that he's honest and truthful. I don't give a shit what you got your eye on, honey. One thing's for certain though, I'm sexy, okay? So of course you got your eye on me. I'm married. Sarah's not gonna like that. What would Sarah say if... Alright. Travel to New Atlantis. Here goes nothing. Surely. No, not console commands. I feel like I should do a quick save, hey? Just in case things go sour. Also, just a reminder, if you are enjoying the content you are watching, be sure to give the dud a follow. We also have a Discord, so if you'd like to be inner part of the community, there's a link in my bio, or you can just type in !Discord, as shown in the title. Where are we going? To the train? The commercial district, okay. Alright. Ellie says, manual save. What? Are you scared? No, I'm confident. As a matter of fact, if I turned that place into a bloodbath, I think I'd be more happy, but you know what? It's fine. Infinity LTD. Place isn't it? It's actually kind of large. Hi.
Welcome to Infinity Ltd's corporate headquarters. Hello. Did you have an appointment with us today?
Yes. My name is Skylar Lumen. I have an appointment with marketing.
Ah, yes. From Lumen Interactive. The elevator here will take you to the marketing floor. Once you arrive, you'll want to talk to Ellis Ortiz. He's the receptionist there and will be happy to help you.
Thank you. Meet Ortiz. Easy enough. This just gave me a Fallout vibe. Like, for a second I was like, huh, what? Excuse me? Did I go to the wrong building? I must have clicked the wrong one.
Welcome to Infinity Ltd's marketing department. Desi notified me that you were on your way.
Are you Ellis Ortiz?
I can notify Miss Hart that you've arrived.
Thank you. I don't look suspicious at all. I mean, look at me. Thank you.
To use any of the facilities on the floor while you wait. The break room and bathrooms are just around the corner.
Thank you. All right. Sabotage the heating system. The last Mumsy hacked the planet. Are we playing Watch Dogs? So we gotta go into roof access for sure. Welcome in, by the way. Manipulate the guard to turn off the fan. Come on. Good. Also, if we're gonna be doing the whole, we need to make sure we can turn invisible. All right, back to marketing. Mumsy, good to have you here. Monday sucks, but I hope your Monday was decent. Okay. Stop employees only. I'm allowed on this floor though. Going up is the office, down into R&D. It's all restricted, but I can get in through the roof. I think. That's R&D down there, hey? Stop employees only. Today is your day off work. Lucky you. I can't relate. Bucket. Not good. Ah! No! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Oh, Lord. That put my balls into a knicker. Into my knickers. I don't... I can't get up high enough. This is not good. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Clean. They won't know. They can't know I was here. Where am I even going? Going this way. Ah. Okay, I'm in. The elevator shaft. Sabotage the heating system. Run the program on the 2 computers. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I know this was open. Close it. Up I go. That should be pretty okay. R&D. I can go through the vents. Not very hidden here, though. Alright, how do I get in there? Should I maybe go down here? It is an option. Not really a fan of it though. But it gets me here, hey? Overseer program running workspace messages. Lucas Drexler, I want you to set up a meeting of our current progress. Blah blah blah. Postmortem. Blah blah blah. Lunch. Something about Interstellar. Project Dominion. You know what? I don't care. Get out here. I'm hoping this way will guide me to the other place. I think it will.
The hell? Where are you?
They didn't see nothing. No, you don't. You don't know shit.
I'm gonna find you eventually.
No, you won't.
Got you.
They don't know anything. Oh God, what have I done? I've done fucked up. So that didn't work. I need to try this again. That's the prototype. That's the heating system. And the roof access. I need an ID card. An R&D ID card. Shit. Climb! You donkey! Climb! So somehow I need to get an ID card. I don't see a way of getting an ID card though. Unless I can manipulate you into letting me in there. Ugh. I don't. How do you?
Or else.
I'm invisible. This is not going well.
This is private property. You can't be here. I'm not going. No way am I dying in this office.
Can they see me? I'm so confused. Come on. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how I can get in. Other than manipulation. That's my next bet. Thank you for your cooperation. Now I need to get in there somehow. She's all kinds of skittish and fucked up now. Excuse me?
They don't pay me enough for this.
Everyone should have taken that vacation.
How does that happen? Oh boy. Oh boy, I suck. Whose blood is that? Was not good. I'm thinking through roof access. They will just think it was the leak. That's not where I want to go. This has been an outright failure of a job. I ain't even going to lie to you. It has been a remote failure. This has been awful. This has been an outright failure. My resume is never gonna look the same again. That's for damn sure. I am public enemy number 1. Holy shit. This is not good. Not good at all. That was actually embarrassing. I'm not even gonna lie.
You can't go in. You just can't.
But David, he writes me.
I hate to break it to you, but his PA is the one.
Can I help you?
That doesn't bother you at all?
I came all this
I got SNNs. I got SS, the Settle Systems, News Networks, next major headline.
All right. You've got my attention. What's this so-called story about?
I think Infinity Ltd's growing body count due to unauthorized human trials says it all.
Corporate greed claims victims once more. And you have evidence to support this claim.
Here, all the evidence you need is on this slate.
Good. The less investigation we need to put into this, the faster I can prepare the broadcast. I don't suppose you want to tell me how you got this evidence.
I can't reveal my sources. I'm sure as a reporter you understand that.
Of course. I just hope your source is as reliable as you think they are. Is there at least a name I can cite as my source?
Just a concerned citizen.
Why am I not surprised? As long as the evidence is adequate and verifiable, I expect it'll be aired within the hour, if not sooner. Now, if you'll excuse me, I obviously have some work to do.
Thank you. Okay, with that, back to Ryujin Tower. That was fucking messy. It was going so well, and then it wasn't going well. I don't do well with the whole ghost tactic. I would like to I'm an assassin, okay? I play Assassin's Creed and Splinter Cell. I like to take out the enemies so then I don't have to worry about them later. You know? No, they don't know. Whatever. The deed is done and hopefully I don't get fucking executed for it. But it's fine, because they won't be able to do shit against me, okay? I'll just go invisible and snap all their necks. It's fine. I'll be okay. Besides, they don't know anything about Ryujin. I'm part of the Crimson Fleet. Not actually, but say I'm a fleet member. After the technology to get through some gal banks. Yeah, that's a good cover up. Masako.
I've yet to hear anything of note on SSNN. Let's hear your report.
Give it time, I just got here.
As long as it's good news, I suppose I can overlook your irritation.
I am irritated.
And how did the Neuroamp perform?
It's kind of useful.
I thought it would be. So now it's just a waiting game for SSNN to break the news. Once the story airs, we have another board meeting scheduled to decide how to handle Infinity. Go ahead, Maeve.
The SSNN broadcast has started. Shall I patch it through?
Yes, thank you.
Infinity Ltd. and Lucas Drexler are currently under investigation for a number of violations, including murder for hire, unauthorized human trials, and corporate theft. Authorities representing the UC and the Freestar Collective have been dispatched to a consolidated mining station and the clinic. Both locations are believed to hold numerous victims. Drexler's motivation appears to be an attempt to launch a new product based off stolen information from a competitor. The details on the project itself and the competitor have yet to be confirmed. This has been David Barron for SSNN.
Good!
Perfect. This exposure puts Infinity right where we want them. The meeting will begin momentarily, but I want you to discuss the options we have with the other members. Infinity's net worth is about to hit rock bottom, so this gives us the opportunity to win a little more public faith.
Ryujin buys Infinity Ltd. And no one loses their job.
Quite right. The truth is, we'll be making evaluations. We'll shed any employees who don't make the cut, slowly but surely. By incorporating Infinity, we eliminate a competitor, get their best employees and contracts, and all while boosting our public perception.
Sounds like a win-win to me.
I'm glad we're on the same page. Which is why I'd like you to talk to the board to convince them this is the right move.
Me?
There are several who might disagree, and you have the perfect tool to help sway them.
Why? Okay. So I'll be on your side. I know I can convince them of the benefits.
I know you can as well. So now you're fully aware of my expectations. You'll find most of the board members in their offices preparing. Vina is also here, waiting for the meeting to start. We'll need at least 50% of the vote to go our way. In the event of a tie, I will make the final decision. I trust you'll get it done.
Of course. Executive level. Hi.
Did Masako send you to try and convince me to acquire Infinity Ltd? I think we both know that's not going to work.
Well, not with that attitude.
You can make light of the situation, but my stance won't change. The Internal Neuroamp gives us the power to crush our competitors, not take them under our wing. This is exactly why Masako's time as CEO is finished.
You are all way too eager to use the Neuroamp on one another.
Oh? Your response tells me Masako must have given you similar advice. It'd be unlike her to not fully exploit an advantage, especially when she believes acquiring Infinity is the right thing to do.
It's just... Why are you so against it?
The corporate world will hear SSNN's story and believe Ryujin exposed Infinity because they stole from us. It sends a strong message. But acquiring Infinity could be interpreted as a safety net. Infinity tried to screw us over, yet they still survived. We need to be sending a much stronger message. If you mess with Ryujin, we'll shut you down. Period.
I see what you're saying, but that will also make us seem pretty evil. Yeah? It's kind of heartless to let Infinity die when you know there are benefits to acquiring them.
Ryujin Industries isn't a corporation built on heart. I think you know that.
It's fair.
The benefits may exist, but the message will be stronger. As long as everyone has Ryujin's best interests in mind, this should make for an interesting meeting.
Speaking of, I plan on bringing up the internal neuroamp as an issue in the meeting.
An issue? That would be a foolish move. Dalton and Alexis are the only two against it. You'd never get the rest to shut it down.
You really think the good aspects of the neuroamp outweigh the bad?
As long as we have the proper safeguards and rules in place, the benefits exponentially outweigh the drawbacks. Even if we limit the usage to Ryujin Industries employees alone, the advantages are too numerous to count.
I'm not too sure about that. I mean, if you really cared about our best interests, you'd vote to shut it down.
Please. Ryujin's best interests are long-term success and growing profits. The internal neuroamp provides both. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have a lot of preparations to make.
Okay. Guess we'll make the rounds. Dalton.
This meeting should prove to be very interesting.
Tell me about it.
I assume Masako briefed you on her preferred outcome.
Yes. I was told to use the neuroamp to make sure the board votes to acquire Infinity Ltd.
That blasted tech. If it were up to me, I'd have shut down Project Dominion a long time ago. I knew it was a grave security risk, and look what happened.
We saw firsthand how dangerous that tech is. It should never go to the market.
You read my mind. Let's just hope Masako and the others see it that way. Plus, if we vote to acquire Infinity Ltd, we're about to add a significant workload onto my team. The last thing I want to deal with are any more incidents this new neuroamp might cause.
You're right. I would think the acquisition is worth the work. I know your team can handle it.
I imagine we're looking at months of work. Infinity Ltd is obviously not known for their security.
Yeah.
I only hope that Masako and the others will be patient with the process. Now, if you excuse me, I have some preparations to make. We'll be announcing Ularu's termination of employment at this meeting, so I need to have security ready to escort her off the premises.
Yeah, she didn't vote in favor of anything I wanted. Hi, Alexis.
If you need something, make it quick. I'd like to make sure my arguments are solid before this meeting.
Fair enough. I heard you're not a fan of acquiring Infinity Ltd.
You heard correct. I've every reason to believe that Infinity Ltd is the Pandora's box of corporations.
I think so. Legal issues aside, the pros of acquiring Infinity Ltd far outweigh the cons.
All right, I could use the entertainment. Tell me why Infinity is a good asset.
Well, if anyone can navigate the loopholes and ease minds during this acquisition, it'd be you.
A certain amount of confidence during the negotiations would go a long way in this situation.
Yeah. And our profits would be enough to fund any legal battle.
Definitely a point worth considering. Huh. Well, what do you know? I think you just convinced me.
Yeah.
Talent like yours belongs in the courtroom.
It was nothing. Alright, I'm curious about your thoughts on the internal neuroamp.
Nice to know someone is. Everyone's too busy praising its completion to think about the dangers it could represent. First off, if I find out you used that device on me, I will tie you up in court on whatever charges I can conjure for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
Second, that tech is one major human rights violation that no legal team wants to fight. I'll do whatever I can to make sure it's either severely delayed or collects dust in storage.
Agreed. The neuroamp should never have seen the light of day.
Well, I'm both glad and surprised to hear the one person who has one say that. Masako is lucky to have you at her disposal, you know?
Thank you.
You may be the greatest asset, aside from the internal neuroamp, that Ryujin has.
Thank you.
This exchange has been surprisingly insightful. But now, I really do need to get back to my notes.
It's been a conversation. Hi, Genevieve.
Is Masako checking up on me to make sure I'm on her side?
Why would you think Masako sent me?
Because that's what I do. You want something in this business? You don't pull any punches. The only real
so
question
catty
is just how persuasive she asked you to be.
I'm here on my own.
Mm-hmm. And I don't have an agenda. Look, I know Masako sent you. She knows I want this deal as much as she does. We just need to grab Infinity Ltd. while it's got the public's full attention. I'm all about free PR, especially when it's painting us in a good light.
Coming to the rescue of all those innocent workers will really look good for us.
I'm sure I can squeeze enough goodwill out of this to last us at least a year.
You know, if you really want to keep Ryujin in the public's good graces, there's one thing to consider.
All right. I suppose you've earned the right to voice your opinion after everything you've done, qualified or not.
Well, I'm the one with it in my head. The internal neuroamp. That research should be banned.
The possible backlash on tech like this is not lost on me. However, the internal neuroamp will define the next era of tech, with Ryujin at the forefront. It's not an opportunity you just walk away from.
Do you really think a product that can manipulate unknowing citizens will be accepted by the public? Clearly you don't think that, right?
Not when you word it like that. But a product that can settle disputes or help broaden someone's point of view? Then you really have something that consumers will buy into.
It's not willing.
It seems your talents really do stretch beyond just being an operative. Good talk. Maybe I'll even consult you on future endeavors.
2-2. LTD's got the vote. There's that.
And how's my favorite patient doing? Not seeing any temporal memory flashes or losing time, I hope.
Not here to talk about my health.
Oh, well, at least tell me what you think of the neuroamp.
Vina, this tech is dangerous. No one should have this sort of power.
I hope you're not actually suggesting that the technology I spent years working on and perfecting never sees the light of day. This is groundbreaking work. My life's work.
Do you not really see the downside of this device at all?
Of course I do. But there are amazing things Dominion can be used for, too. Humanity has always created dangers, and we've always policed them as well. The internal neuroamp will be no different. It just needs to find its place.
You're a scientist. Hear me out. Just look at it from every angle.
Fine, fine. Make your case.
You know, if there's enough public outrage, you might never work again.
Even if the public did pitch a fit, there's always work to be found, especially when it comes to engineering.
Listen to reason. You're too smart to just ignore the negatives. Your life's work can be your undoing.
Damn the negatives. You're right. I really haven't been taking everything into account.
Like, you've worked so hard your entire life for this. Just imagine, no one would hire you knowing that you do tech like this. And not even just in a job market, but in the public eye. They're going to see you. No, just don't. I promise. I'm looking out for your well-being.
But I only created it. I wouldn't be the one that actually used it to do harm. I hate to stop you, but I just can't be swayed on this. Besides, Masako, Alexis, Genevieve, they know how to handle this. So the next question is, what will the fate of Infinity Ltd be?
We acquired them. It'll be fun to see how they tried to recreate your work.
Exactly. Not that I want to gloat over it. Maybe just a little. Okay, so DeMarcus and I have really been looking forward to it, so fingers crossed this deal goes through. Well, this has certainly been the most interesting conversation of my day. All we can do now is look forward to the meeting, right? See you in there.
Hi. Lyndon.
Just the person I wanted to see. I want to get all the details locked down for this meeting, and I believe you to be one of the best sources available.
I'm happy to help answer any questions you might have.
Good. I prefer first-hand feedback when available. You've had the chance to encounter members of Infinity Ltd throughout your assignments here. Do you think they're worth redemption? And why?
Majority of those workers are innocent. They didn't know what was going on.
Oh, I didn't mean in regards to Drexler's actions. More in the sense of, should a superior company like Ryujin make room for so many potentially lackluster employees?
Fine. Just screw thousands out of job. I'm not sure why I even thought you'd care.
Your disdain is noted. And perhaps you thought I'd care because you're hopeful. Next question. What is your opinion on how Masako handled the mole situation?
Caught the moles, so I'd say it was a success.
Any insight into what made it successful?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the details.
Interesting. So this must have been a situation that required some extreme secrecy on their part.
Yeah, security.
I appreciate the insight. I suppose I should ask if there's anything I can do for you, considering how helpful you've been.
Internal Neuroamp. Tech like that, in my head, is dangerous and should be banned.
It's only dangerous to those who can't afford one. Hence the added motivation that will bolster sales.
Are you fucking kidding me? And when a rival discovers how to override it, we'll have pure chaos on our hands.
I think we all know how averse I am to chaos. Finances are my forte, so you make a good point. Our competition has yet to truly master neuroamps, but the possibility is there. It's a risk I am unwilling to take. At this time. This has been rather enlightening for me. I appreciate the time.
And that's just proof right there of how dangerous the tech is. I don't know if Masako favors the neuroamp though. She probably does. Watch me use it on Masako. I cannot let this neuroamp out.
All right, everyone. As you all know, we've successfully exposed Infinity Ltd's botched human trials and murder for hire through SSNN. The public is demanding their leadership, namely Lucas Drexler, face trial. and he's probably writing his resignation as we speak. Ryujin will be launching a statement, but I believe now is the perfect time to acquire Infinity Ltd.
The announcement would garner public faith in Ryujin.
The operative is right. Legal ramifications are a certainty, but the benefits far outweigh the disadvantages.
Arguments?
Infinity Ltd. could be the Pandora's box of financial and legal risks. I simply cannot support an acquisition.
We should be crushing our competition, not rescuing them from their own flaws. This is a weak decision, Misako, and you know it. In fact, I move that Misako be removed from CEO altogether.
Ularu, this isn't a line you want to cross.
And considering you're the mole, if anyone's going to be removed from power, it's going to be you.
Hold up. Are you saying you lied to us?
Dalton, the last meeting we had, you distinctly said Imogene was the mole, and she'd been dealt with.
Imogene was innocent. She played a vital role in helping expose Ularu.
Do you even have any proof to back up this outrageous claim?
Of course we do. The malicious code you hid on this slate to upload incriminating evidence against Misako onto Lucas Drexler's computer.
To put it bluntly, Ularu, you're fired. Security will hold you in your office until a proper exit interview can be done.
An exit interview?
This isn't right. I should at least have the opportunity to resign.
And allow you to still be marketable to a competitor? I don't think so. This may be news to me, and I will be reviewing the evidence closely. But this isn't something you just get to walk away from.
You finish here, Ularu.
Security, escort Miss Chen to her office and see that she stays put.
You'll regret this. All of you.
I believe the only regret would be trusting you to begin with.
All right, back to business. All in favor of acquiring Infinity Ltd?
Aye.
All against?
Nay.
Good. Alexis, start drawing up the necessary documentation. Anyone have anything else they'd like to bring up? I'm waiting.
The internal neuroamp is too dangerous to market.
The Internal Neuroamp is a key component of Ryujin Industries' success for the next 10 years, if not more. Why would we shelve it after we've finally perfected it?
The moment the public learns about it, no one will trust anyone anymore, especially Ryujin.
But I must agree. We can't go through with production on technology like this until certain safeties can be guaranteed.
Very well. All in favor of shelving Project Dominion?
Aye.
All against?
Nay.
Vina, prep Project Dominion for storage. Any other matters to bring forth? None? This concludes our order of business for today.
Okay. Misako.
Shelving the Internal Neuroamp. Not the outcome I anticipated.
Maybe now you see why the neuroamp is dangerous?
A fine point, but it still proves its usefulness. The truth remains, Lucas Drexler learned a hard lesson, and we exposed a traitor among us.
Among us?
You've proven yourself to be quite the asset here at Ryujin.
It's only doing my job.
Of course. But these particular assignments required a certain secrecy that most do not. I truly appreciate the work you put into exposing Ularu. No operative has ever had to investigate our own to the extent that you did.
It was mainly
I
Dalton,
can imagine
really.
it may have been a lot of pressure, considering you were fairly new at the time.
No pressure at all.
I hope that enthusiasm sticks with you for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Imogene's instincts were right about you. Now, as promised, I have your bonus. I hope you'll find it appropriate for all you've done. And I'm promoting you to senior operative. You've more than earned it.
Thank you.
It's well deserved. As for the details, I think someone back on the operations floor would prefer to explain those to you.
On the operatives floor? Imogene. Wait.
You've certainly shaken things up around here. I still can't believe Ularu tried to frame me. An obvious misjudgment on my part.
I know.
But now that's all in the past. It's time to get back to your typical day-to-day.
Yeah. It's good to see you back in the office, Imogene.
And I'd say it's good to be back if I hadn't returned to a mountain of paperwork.
Tell me about it.
Now, since you were new, you've been dealing with people, but most of our assignments are generated on the mission board. The board holds any available assignments that our techs have pieced together, and I've approved. Questions?
So I don't get to deal with you anymore?
No, but try to see that as an improvement, since I certainly do. The mission board is more efficient for both of us.
Kind of assignments.
Nothing you aren't already familiar with. You experienced the majority of what we do here during your training, if you recall.
That's
Loading
true.
a few files, manipulating a narrative or two, obtaining schematics, it's just more of the same.
Yeah. Well, no questions.
Good. The mission board is generally self-explanatory anyway. With your promotion, you've earned yourself an office, so whenever you're ready, you can find your own personal mission board inside. And the best perk of them all, you're free to make your own hours. Oh, and congratulations, of course.
Still gonna run this place someday.
At this point, I wouldn't doubt it. Go check out the board, and if you have any questions, I suppose I can start up an open door policy. Just for you.